buds, but they haven't opened or blossomed. So without pollen anywhere, we're giving them pollen and Global Patties. Put out a bucket of AP23 pollen substitute, and the bees are rolling in it and eating it. Look at them, they're just covered in pollen substitute. We are feeding the bees today. They all have brood. Nothing has pollen out, nothing has blossomed. So these are Global Patties from Apis Biologics. They have rocket fuel in them. We are giving those to all the bees today along with the pollen, and we are also going to feed some sugar syrup to them in a location that all of them have access to. These polystyrene hives, they still have this much honey left after all of winter they've gone through.
I have this full frame and this full frame and most of this frame.
Yeah, so we had put 6 frames on top full of honey and 6 frames of bees that were full on the bottom going into winter. And that is a lot of honey left. These guys are not going to starve. The babies still need pollen. They've got babies now. The brood has been started. We've got to get them pollen so they can feed them. That's why we're feeding them the pollen patties and putting out the bucket of pollen today.
We opened up this hive and we can see the queen. She is right here, right next to my hive tool. And as soon as I opened up this hive, I noticed a lot of drones. We shouldn't be having that right now. And there is a lot of drone brood within the hive right now. That's all that's in here is drone brood. So once it gets warm enough this spring, we're gonna have to get rid of this queen and see if we can put a new queen in here and get this queen right. She must have ran out of eggs sometime during the winter, and all she's laying now is drones. Is there 2 queens?
There's one there.
There's one right here.
Okay, I thought I saw a second queen, Mike.
Huh, well, if we had 2 queens in here, there's no way we'd have 2 drone layers.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we'll mark this out.
Seeing on the parchment paper where we had the hive alive, they've eaten it gone, but all the moisture came up here. There's puddles of it all over the paper that's on top. I'm going to do my best to keep that moisture out of the hive. I don't know if y'all can see these cells. See, there's the size of them. They are huge right in the center compared to the rest of the cells. Kind of pissed off. I forgot the smoke on this one. And I got honey on my phone. And the bees are eating it. Bees moving down the line. Every single hive is good so far. We found that a lot of our queens are in the bottom boxes. We dug into those. It is so warm today. Found our queens, laid eyes on them, fed them the Global Pollen Patties, and they are looking good. And this is one of our 10 frame poly hives. Man.
Still have quite a bit of honey. Not seeing any brood yet, but I'm only on the 3rd one in.
I can't believe how many bees are flying around us. I bet Mike can't wait to get his new bee suit. He's always getting bees in his veil. His 11-year-old bee suit with holes in it. There's a bee in Mike's veil and he feels like he's in hell. So we've noticed that the bees don't spend all winter just sleeping in a little huddle. They've been propolising the frames on the ends here together, and we've had a little bit of trouble getting the frames out, prying them apart. So we just take them out and scrape that off, make them start over again. Brood on that one. Lots of brood.
Oh, there's the queen.
There's the queen. It's not under the shadow, so she's right there. It's really strange seeing, oh, we got brood up top. In these poly hives, most of them, we've seen the brood and queens in the bottom. There's the queen right there. She's got a blue mark. Mike, can you grab the camera, please? So that's a lot of brood. And the queen is right here. All that brood. Excellent.
So the blue mark on the queen means that we bred her already. This is already her 3rd summer, so she's already 3 years old. She's doing pretty well.
Most of these poly hives, we found the queens in the bottom boxes. And that's something you just don't see in Wisconsin this time of year in wooden hives. The woodenware, they're all going to be in the top and cluster on the lid, or even if they're not in cluster, they're still going to be up in the top box because it's It's so much warmer up there for them, where in these poly hives, it's warm throughout. Bees are still eating the honey off my phone I spilt on there, and apparently they pooped on it too. Thanks a lot, guys. I'm gonna have to clean my phone tonight. Finally down to the last poly hive. Guinevere, my favorite queen.
Oh, jeez.
And they are, I'm surprised because this is a poly hive and they are in the top of it. That's insane. Hopefully she's got brood. We are planning to replace Guinevere this year, sadly. This will be her 4th year, so since we bred her, we might have to have Guinevere the second when we breed off of her babies this year. Because depending on what our grading chart says, we would like to, and hopefully she's been a good queen this year still a little bit, that we can graft off of her eggs. And we're not seeing brood up in the middle yet quite. Might kind of started in the middle.
I have a feeling they're way over here because most of the bees.
Because that's where the cluster was. And I hope she's not on the lid. I don't see how she would be with everybody laying right now. Still lots of honey in this hive too.
That's already 1, 2, 3. That's already 5 frames of honey.
5 frames of honey. They have not used hardly any honey. These poly hives definitely go a long way with their winter supplies of honey. These are bees we haven't had to feed. We gave them Hive Alive just because there's stuff in Hive Alive not just for feeding, but for keeping them healthy. And looky there, she's already been laying. Do you see Guinevere anywhere?
I do not yet.
Oh man. Now, I don't know if y'all have seen our breast cancer hive. We were gonna put an established hive in there, another box, and get them to move up into the pink frames. Oh, look at that. And that queen is gonna be named Fergie in the breast cancer hive. So Fergie will get to be queen. You see her? See that Guinevere's been laying. We didn't get to lay eyes on her, and there were a lot of bees in the lid. So Mike shook them in there off the lid just in case she's in those. We have been working for a while on our bees out here. It's exciting. It's early in the year. We've never been able to do this March 2nd. So get out there and enjoy your bees. Mike?
I'm good.
Okay. Have fun, guys.